Good morning, everybody. I'm Abby with This Week Community News, and we are here for our second Hidden Gems video series. And last month we were at Akiba Arcade, and this month we are at Anthony Thomas Candy Company. And I'm here with Candy, appropriately named, who's going to show us around a little bit of the walking tour. And the reason you guys might have known Anthony Thomas, obviously you're a Columbus institution, but the one thing I wanted to show you as a hidden gem is their walking tour. So Candy, first tell us who you are, what your title is, and then a little bit about the walking tour.
I'm Candy Trifflis, the retail director of the retail operation. We have 13 retail stores and of course this wonderful facility. You're here on a great day today because we are doing a lot. We are still manufacturing products for Valentine's Day. We are getting a head start on Easter, and we are making a fan favorite today, our cherry cordials.
Yes, we will get to see that. And right now you can see some of the Easter bunnies being filled up right on the line, right, Candy?
Yeah, those are being molded with milk chocolate, and they'll go into a cooling room for between 20 and 40 minutes, depending on the product. You can see she's vibrating some of the molds right there to get air bubbles out of the chocolate. And we're filling everything from 2-ounce floppy-eared bunnies up to 3-pound solid bunnies that you may see later on our tour.
Wow. And then also there are some people doing some Valentine's lollipops or chocolate on a stick.
Lollipops made with chocolate.
Yes.
The best type.
And so, can you kind of explain where we are right now? We're on a catwalk.
We are on a suspended catwalk overseeing our second floor manufacturing facility.
Okay.
On one side of the catwalk, we have our kitchen where all the product starts, and on the other side, we have our production lines where we make everything from fundraising candy bars to any of our creams, cherry cordials, Buckeyes. And you'll see over here today, we've made some fudge.
Oh, yes.
We make real cream fudge with 40% cream. The fudges you're looking at today are chocolate nut, maple walnut, and vanilla pecan.
Oh my gosh. And you can see all the big copper kettles in the back there too.
We use copper kettles because of even heat distribution. They're still the very best type of cookware to use.
That's great. And we wanted to give you guys a little taste of what the walking tour is. So if someone actually did come on a walking tour, how long is it from start to finish, roughly?
We can tailor the tour to special needs if need be. However, our standard tour takes about 40 minutes.
Okay.
And then it does end in our retail store with, of course, a sweet treat complimentary. And then a beautiful store that showcases all the products we make.
Okay, great. And we were talking about the cost of the tour earlier, so tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's $2 for adults and $1 for children 12 and under. However, you get a voucher for that amount, for the full amount you pay for chocolates. So it's virtually free.
So this is great. And how often do you do these walking tours?
We do tours through the school year every Tuesday and Thursday. And in the summer, we add Wednesdays. So we do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We also capture the days off of school, like Martin Luther King Day, and coming up, we have President's Day, and we will give tours that day as well.
Okay.
We also have some big events that are free to the public. We have our Easter open house, where thousands of people will come through on April 6th, and we will have the Easter Bunny and lots of free samples. And we will have almost every piece of machinery working here and lots of deals in our retail store.
So mark your calendar for that.
April 6th, it's a big event.
And so we already kind of mentioned the cherry cordials, so let's take a look at that process. We can see people hand placing the cherries there.
Yeah, this is one of the items where it's a fan favorite on tours, I can tell you. People love watching us make the cherries. You can see in the kettle over there the white cream. That is our cherry cream that's been made in the kitchen and put into that revolver, and it'll be pumped into the machine, and you'll see later on when that gets put on top of the cherry.
Wow.
But what happens is these trays are filled with chocolate. At one point they're turned upside down to dump the chocolate out, and then it goes through one of these silver cooling tunnels, and that forms the shell. And that's really the top of the piece of candy. Then we hand place a maraschino cherry into the molds, And then after the piece goes through another small cooling tunnel, we drop the cherry cream on top of that. And then at another stage, it gets what we consider the bottom of the piece of candy, and that's where the final chocolate is poured on top. Then it goes through its final cooling tunnel, and then you'll see the piece come out at the other end.
Wow. And one thing that you're not seeing right now, but we were talking about earlier, were the chocolate strawberries that you have for Valentine's Day. So tell people how those are made, and also if they want to order some, how should they do
Yeah, we're
that?
taking pre-orders now. We only make chocolate strawberries 2 times a year, and the biggest time is Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Because they're really only good for a day or two. We will start manufacturing them on the 13th, early in the morning while most of us are sleeping. And we will finish them sometime the middle of the day of the 14th. We will run around to our retail stores about 3 times a day and
Okay.
deliver fresh dipped strawberries.
Wow.
You can call any of your local stores to place an order. We are going to be running over 50,000 berries.
Oh my gosh.
In that 2-day
Wow.
period.
Wow.
It's a lot of fun. Everybody loves them, and they're so delicious. We only run berries that come from either Florida or California.
Oh, okay.
And pretty much everybody in the place will be working on those. During that time, we'll be cleaning berries. We cut the stem off because we fully immerse our berry in chocolate, and that's why it doesn't last as long, but it's a much better piece.
Gotcha. So you can pre-order those now.
Yep.
Wow, this is great. And so if someone wanted to go on one of these walking tours, do they have to make an appointment or call in?
Well,
or
our open house tours, our walking tours, you can just drop in any Tuesday or Thursday, and in the summer, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, between 9 and 3.
Oh, wow.
However, we do also allow for scheduled tours. So if you have a group, we get a lot of scouting groups, a lot of women's groups, a lot of large families that want to come in for their own private scheduled tour. And you can call into our office line, and we will schedule tours for 12 people or more, Monday through Friday during general business hours.
Oh, that's great. And then let's take a look at what they're doing over here too.
They're finishing up some of the cherry cream. As you see the white, they're scraping it up off of the cream beater, probably the end of it, and these trays here are full of the cream that will be softened back up and put into the cherry piece.
Wow, wow. And you were saying that a lot of the machines here are used really, really cool or water cooled.
Yeah, the process of making candy, it starts in these copper kettles where we have our corn syrup, our sugar, our butter, and all the hot ingredients will come to a boil, but then every process after that is typically a process of cooling. All these machines are either air cooled or water jacket cooled, and every other process is a process of cooling the product to get to the final piece.
Wow. And we're seeing just a few of the employees on the line today, but how many employees do you have here?
We have 200 employees. We run 2 shifts a day. Parts of the year we run 2 10-hour shifts. Most of the year we run just 2 8-hour shifts.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And so a lot of your favorite chocolates are made right here.
They are.
Well, that's great. And I think for people who, we're not showing the whole tour obviously, but what other things can people expect to see on this tour?
Well, you get to see a piece, for instance, today the cherries. If you were here on tour, you would see the piece made from start to finish. That's what's really unique. At the end of this tour, the piece is being foil wrapped in a gold foil because that's the color we use for milk, and we use red foil for dark. And you'd see the complete piece either boxed into gift boxes or packed into bulk boxes for wholesale to be sent to other companies.
Wow.
And right here you see the cherry cream being dropped down onto the cherry. So that's about the 3rd stage of the process.
Wow.
We set up to make cherries only about 3 times a year.
Wow,
They
so we
have a
came on a
long
really
shelf
lucky day.
life, and we make a large volume all at once. It's somewhat of a messy product, and when we get set up to do it, we like to get a lot of them made at one time.
Sure.
Our buttercreams and our pecan dainies and a lot of English toffee, a lot of those products, we like to do small batches of 100 pounds or less, and we do them often. So you could see those being made and just about any week.
Wow, that's great. Well, Candy, I think we'll be wrap it up, and you guys can obviously come and take the full tour, and maybe Candy will walk
We
through.
invite you to come anytime. We would love to see you. And
So
we are
presents
open
today.
year-round, Tuesdays and Thursdays, summertime, but you can get all the information on our website. We constantly update our website for what's going on with our tours, when you can come in. You don't need an appointment, and it's a great thing to do on a rainy day, a cold day. We tend to get busier in August when kids have been in the house a long time and parents are trying to do some fun things with their kids before they go back to school. And mornings are the best time. If you don't like crowds, to come at the start.
Mm-hmm.
The lunch hour tends to be the busier time of day. And then again after towards the end, the last hour. Some of those times you'd want to come if you don't want to get in a crowd.
Sure. Well, perfect. Thank you so much for showing this. This is such a cool little thing, and something I didn't know is right up the street, and you can see it here. So, thank you guys for joining us. And if you have any other suggestions for our Hidden Gem series, leave them in the comments below. Have a good day.